KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions. Keith Crane alongside Mike Earl, and we've got, is it Trenton? On the Fuller Digital Solutions side joining us here. Here we go. We are in the regional district semifinals here. Class 2A as the Cherokee Braves here taking on Ida Grove, OABCIG. And Mike Earl sitting to my right. And Mike, you know, looking at these two teams, these teams just match up well. They played once earlier this season. It was a 4-point victory for OABCIG. So you know this is just going to be a really, really good game.
Anticipate it being a good game. Both teams coming in. The one thing that's kind of a benefit, I think, for Cherokee is they did get to play before. Sometimes that first playoff win is nice to get out of the way on this side of the bracket. So I think that might help them out and play with a little less stress.
I think you're exactly right. Let's go over our starting lineups here tonight. Brought to you by Buena Vista Regional Medical Center. We'll go over the Cherokee Braves here first. It is senior Joe Benson. He is averaging 10 points per game. Will Luger, a senior, averaging 20 points per game. Levi Pingle, a senior. He's averaging 6 points per game. Trey Benson, a senior, averaging 4 points per game. And another senior with Jacob Hodgden, averaging 7 points per game. For the OABCIG Falcons, you have junior Beckett DeJean having an outstanding season. He's averaging 19 per game. Kane Ladwig, a junior, having a good season as well, 9 points per game. Then you have Easton Harms, a senior, averaging 8 points per game, right there with Jackson Clausen, another senior, averaging 8 points per game. Then you have a junior with Griffin Dearson, who is averaging 6 points per game. Once again, those were your starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Buena Vista Regional Medical Center. And now we'll go on to our keys to the game, brought to you by Mojo's Antique Barn in Cherokee. And I'm going to give Mike a second to think about the keys for OABCIG. I'm going to put you on the spot. But I think for the Cherokee Braves, just continue to play team basketball. In the victory against Alta Aurelia, 77-41, they came out on top earlier this week. They just played really good team basketball, shared the ball very well. And I think against this OABCIG team, I think you have to come out and play a little bit physical. And that's something that the Braves have kind of struggled with at times this season. So I think those are the two keys that I'll go with for the Cherokee Braves. Mike, what will the Falcons have to do to be successful?
Pressure defense. That's their whole game. If they can get up and down the floor, force Cherokee to play fast, they want to just keep on speeding you up. And as soon as you think you're going fast enough, they want to get you going faster yet. So expect them to come out, and they'll probably be wrong. They'll probably come out absolutely opposite of this. But Jimmy's been pressing quite a bit this year. A lot of times it's a three-quarter zone. Try to trap him at the half-court line. Otherwise, he'll end up going with a full-court man. So he likes to switch that up, and as soon as you call a timeout to break it, then he's going to switch it up again. So I would anticipate a lot of hands in passing lanes and some easy buckets on the offensive end if the Falcons are going to have a good game, and that's the key, I'd say.
Those were the keys of the game, brought to you by Mojo's Antique Barn in Cherokee. What we'll do is we'll take about a 3-minute timeout. We'll be back with some more pregame here on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
We can control our body language, which speaks way louder than words do. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
Since 1932, Vollmer Motors has been an essential part of the Holstein community. That family-owned legacy is continuing through our relationship with Totem Motors. You'll see all the familiar faces, plus a few new ones to make your shopping or service experience even better. When it comes to your next vehicle purchase, come see the difference it makes to work with people who genuinely want to get to know you and your needs. Vollmer Motors in Holstein, Iowa, where our people make the difference.
I'm Darren from Holstein Manufacturing and Holstein Fabrication. Our company was built upon making the best in residential and commercial grills, and we still do. But we have grown, added laser cutters, and expanded our services to offer fabricating and manufacturing of just about anything. We use only the best products. No shortcuts are taken. which means a better result for you. We'd love to help manufacture for you and your company. Please check us out online at holsteinmfg.com.
Everyone at Ida Bowl says, go Falcons! Stop on by for a great meal today at Ida Bowl. We have daily lunch specials Tuesday through Saturday. Dinner specials 7 nights a week with a huge menu to choose from. Friday night, all you can eat fish. And every Saturday, prime rib. Call us about bowling leagues and visit us on our Facebook page too. And visit us in Ida Grove today at the Ida Bowl.
Hi, I'm Mark Hansen, third-generation dealer here at Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. We have been family-owned since 1925. Whether you're looking for that new Chevy or GMC or any other vehicle, please give us a call at Rex Chevrolet in Odebo or look us up online at rexchevrolet.com.
Hi, this is Mick at Mark Hansen's Rex Chevrolet GMC in Odebo. This year we celebrate 100 years of the Chevy truck, and Rex Chevrolet has been selling and servicing these trucks for over 90 of those 100 years. Stop by and see us for your next Chevy or GMC truck.
KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions. I'm just saying KCHE because we're on AM in entirety tonight and a little bit on FM rotating with some of our other games. Keith Crane alongside Mike Earl and Trenton running things on the Fuller Digital Solutions side. We've got boys class 2A semifinal regional district. I keep getting regionals and districts. It's always different. We got districts here. The Cherokee Braves taking on OABCIG. Mike, as we were discussing the first part of this, the good news is here, if you win this game, you get another win. The bad news is more than likely you're going to have to play Hull Western Christian next week. And Hull Western Christian, once again, having an outstanding season. Last year they won the state championship. Only graduated one player off that team.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. But, the thing with basketball, and it's weird, you can watch teams at any level have a bad night. So you want to be in that game for a chance. A chip in a chair is the old poker term, but it's true. You come out and maybe they miss their first 10 shots and all of a sudden something gets tight and they don't feel like they're going to be able to do it. It's not likely, but if you're there, you have a chance to win, and if you're not, you certainly don't.
And thinking about this basketball season, the Cherokee Braves play in the Lakes Conference. And if you think about the overall picture of the Lakes Conference, the Spencer boys are doing very well in 4A. Essever Lincoln Central is very good in 3A. I think they're 3A in boys, yes. And then 2A, Hull Western Christian. So Cherokee Braves have played some really tough opponents this year. How have the Falcons of Ida Grove, who are some of the tougher folks they've played this season?
Well, they did end up winning the district or their conference in the conference tournament. Not as strong, not as deep as the Lakes Conference up there. Probably the best team that's out there is KP, and they're always a talented squad. They were coming back with losing a couple players this year.
Yeah.
I think the big tests have not been good so far for the Falcons. And this is one of those games where it is a bit of a test for them. And certainly, if they win, next week will definitely be a test.
That will be a test. So here we go. We're just about set to go here. Cherokee Braves on the road taking on the OABCIG Falcons. Class 2A district basketball action. We've got some other games. We actually have, I think, Kingsley Pearson playing Newell Fonda tonight. We have Hartley Melvin Sanborn playing Remsen St. Mary's. And we got South O'Brien taking on George Little Rock tonight. We're all rotating through all three of those. Tomorrow night, we'll have Remsen St. Mary's girls versus Woodbine. Akron Westfield at MMCRU, and I'll be up in Holstein tomorrow night as we have West Monona versus Ridgeview. That should be a very good girls game.
It's just the magical mystery tour that comes when it's the basketball season.
It is. I've been thinking, kind of started last Thursday for me. I've been to, I started in Kingsley, went to Correctionville, had games Saturday and Monday in Cherokee. Tuesday I was in Akron. Last night Fort Dodge. Here I am in Ida Grove. You're used to it.
Put the mileage on and get her going.
Exactly right. So what we'll do is we'll step aside here for a few more moments. We'll come back as soon as the national anthem is over, and we'll have the opening tip here in boys class 2A tournament basketball action. We'll be back here in just a few moments on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes offers many different services. At their funeral homes, they explain the many different options in personalizing your service, then allowing you to make your own decisions. Their training and experience have prepared them to guide you through a very difficult time. They are committed to providing meaningful ceremonies to help you honor and remember the one that you have lost with a personalized service or for pre-planning your own funeral. Christensen Van Houten Funeral Homes is a proud supporter of OABCIG.
Here are a few Facebook reviews from Zimmy's Bar and Grill in Ida Grove. Best prime rib I've ever had. From appetizers and drinks, meal and price, all was great. Pretzel burger was to die for. Highly recommended, and I can't wait to go back to try more menu items. We stopped at Zimmy's in Ida Grove after a game, and they stayed open for us. It was steak night, and they were delicious.
I'm Eric Zimmerman, inviting you to enjoy our family-friendly full menu restaurant. Try it, love it, and come back for more at Zimmy's Bar and Grill, East Highway 175, Ida Grove.
The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove wants to wish the OABCIG Falcons good luck. They know that whether it's athletics or academics, the OABCIG students work hard. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove offers old-fashioned customer service combined with today's technology to provide the high-quality, professional, personal, and commercial services that you deserve. The Hoffman Agency in Ida Grove, a proud supporter of the OABCIG schools. KCHE Fuller Digital Solutions, welcome back to Ida Grove Boys Class 2A Tournament Basketball action here. District play, we got the OABCIG Falcons against the Cherokee Braves. Cherokee on the road here in Ida Grove, and some nice new updates to the gym here in Ida Grove. It looks pretty good up here.
Well, you know, especially for us.
Yes.
And that's not that I don't care about anybody else, but for me, I care, and it's a lot nicer where we are now than the bathtub we were in before.
You're exactly right. So here is Will Luger to jump things up against, that was DeJean. And here's Joe Benson, works it right side. Brother Trey with it. Trey trying to go over the top inside to Luger. Ball's on the floor. Who's going to come up with it? It's Luger. Pulls it back out right wing on the baseline. Crosses over, goes to Trey. Trey with it. And he's being guarded by Dearson. And he works it left side to Hodgson. Hodgson halfway down the lane, back out to Levi. Levi typically plays underneath in the lane. Now here's Hodgson going to reset things. Braves' first possession. These two teams kind of playing chess right now. Nice backdoor cut by Will Luger, and he slams it down. Braves lead 2-0, and here is Easton Harms. Harms work at left side. Dearson, he'll fire a three. Short, no good. Will Luger with the rebound. Here come the Braves across midcourt, and Levi wasn't ready for it. Here comes DeJean the other way. Beckett working against Hodgson, gets down the floor in a hurry. Here's a steal by Will Luger and a slam. Puts the Braves up 4-0. Two dunks for Will Luger to start this thing off. And here is Ladwig. Ladwig works it to DeJean. Beckett trying to go on the baseline, and that's going to be Cherokee Braves ball. And Mike, kind of a rough start for the Falcons, but the Braves up and down the floor.
3 turnovers right away, and that is not the way you want to start a ball game.
And here's Hodgson, gets it back to Joe Benson. Joe, here's some of that half-court defense, pressure defense. I think that was, just thrown out of bounds. I couldn't tell if there was a tip there or not.
Think about the same thing they did on the other end. Beckett was trying to get it down low and, put it out ahead of the big man. This one was just to the side.
Here's Clausen. He'll work it to the left side with the right hand. Goes underneath, and that's off the hands of, I thought it went off Griffin Dearson. A Brave player, maybe Pingle, had a hand on it. So OABCIG will inbound it underneath their own hoop. It's going to be 6'3" junior Beckett DeJean. And I guarantee I'm at least going to say Cooper once. I'll just get it out of the way.
That'll happen.
And they throw it out to Ladwig. Ladwig with it. Works it right side, Dearson. Dearson works it now to Harms. Harms back to Dearson straight away. And he's going to call for Beckett to come and get it. Beckett works it with the right hand. Hands it off to Harms. Gets a screen. Little pick and roll. Nice play. Beckett hangs. Goes off the backboard shot. No good. Put back. No good. And the Braves grab the board with Trey Benson. Here's Will Luger. Left wing. Little hesitation. Goes to Joe Benson straight away. I think that pass went through a couple sets of hands. Now here's Joe with it in the right wing. He's going to drive to the baseline. Goes behind the back. Out to Hodgson. Hodgson elbow jumper from the right side. Short, but it rolls in. Braves lead this thing 6-0. And here is Ladwig with it. Braves going to go a little full court pressure here. Now they go to Harms. Harms going to beat Will Luger to the mid-court line. Works it right wing. Harms drives in. Layup. Nice move. Easton Harms, the 6'2 senior.
That's what seniors are for right there.
You need points. You got to go get them. 6-2 here in favor of the Braves. Here's Hodgson with it. Hodgson, he gets it across the timeline. Bounce pass is going to be kicked That's unfortunate because I think Beckett probably would have had an open lane.
It hit the hand, but then it hit the foot after the hand.
I would assume that Beckett could probably throw him down too.
He can. He's done a little bit more at the end of the season.
Here's Will Luger on the left side. Steps in, thought about the jump shot. Left-handed layup for Levi Pingle puts the Braves up 8-2. 8-2, Braves lead. And here's Dearson in the left wing. Dearson looking for a cutter in the lane, which would have been Clausen. Pulls it back out to Harms. Harms, a bounce pass. Inside low block for Ladwig. Dumps it off to Dearson. Short jumper in the lane. Uses the backboard. That's some old school basketball.
Kind of use the ball carrier to get a screen from him.
8-4 here in favor of Cherokee. Here's Joe Benson. Joe pulls it back out to Will. Now they go underneath to Levi. A little pump fake goes up with the left hand. That's kind of been Levi's bread and butter spot all season long. Braves lead 10-4 here. We've got 4:35 to go in the opening quarter. This is going to be Ladwig. You can hear Coach Jimmy Harms yell, "Move it." Tell his guys to move a little bit on offense. Dearson with it. Works it straight away to Harms. Harms goes to DeJean. Beckett, little ball fake. Now goes up top. That's Clausen. Right corner shot is blocked, I think, by Joe Benson. That three-point attempt by Ladwig. Here's Hodgson. He's going to drive right side down near the baseline, pulls it back out, drives in the lane, and goes up off the backboard. Shot no good. And the ball thrown back into Hodgson. Joe Benson fires a three, knocks it down. Braves lead 13-4 with 3:52 to go here in the opening quarter. Coach Jimmy Harms will take a timeout. It is and Fuller Digital Solutions.
This is Lorna at North Star Community Credit Union. You've probably heard we're kind of like a bank, but what do you really know about credit unions? Well, we're a financial cooperative, meaning any profit that we make during the year gets returned right back to our account holders, our members, as low interest loans and high interest savings and checking. As a community credit union, all your money stays right here with the people you know, and it's insured up to $250,000 by the NCUA. So what are you waiting for? Visit nsccu.org or stop by one of our locations in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon and see how we can help you with your financial goals.
KCHE, Fuller Digital Solutions, Keith Crane alongside Mike Earl. We got Trenton here on the FDS side, engineering. Braves lead 13-4, 3:49 to go. Here's Dearson in the opening quarter. He'll drive, kicks it out right side. Ladwig had a little window there for a three, but he's going to pull it back up into the lineup. It's Trayton Kolar. Turnover there by the Falcons will give the possession back to the Cherokee Braves. 13-4.
Coaches love that when you turn it over right after a timeout. That's their favorite.
I think I could see Coach Harms getting an extra gray hair as we speak.
It's very possible. It's his first year, so he doesn't have many.
Here is Pingle underneath, uses the backboard. Shot won't go. Good rebound there by DeJean.
I think Kohler might have got a piece of that going up.
DeJean works it straight away, kicks it to Dearson. Thought about the long three. He'll drive free throw line, kicks it out. We got a three-pointer from Ladwig. Finds the bottom of the bucket. 13-7 in favor of Cherokee. Here's Luger, goes to Benson. They break the press. They go to Comstock. Hodgson, 3/4 of the way down the left side of the lane. Got it to go. Nice play there to break the press by the Braves. Makes it 15-7. Here's Dearson running downhill. Throws it to Kohler. And Comstock throws it back in. That was almost dangerously close to going into the hoop. And here's Joe Benson, a little ball fake, and Joe Benson will be fouled and going to the free throw line. I know earlier this season I joked with our Cherokee Braves head basketball coach. He brought it up. I didn't. We had, I think there was a stretch of about 3 or 4 games beginning of the season that were about 6-point losses for us. And he says, I'm getting a lot of extra gray hair at the beginning of this season.
It does happen.
Free throw is up and good by Benson. Makes it 16-7. 2:45 to go here in the opening quarter. And it's Joe Benson, a senior, 6'1", at the free throw line. Joe playing really well lately here. 28 points on Monday against Alta Aurelia. Hit 8 3-pointers. Makes the second free throw, pushes the lead back up to 10. It's going to be DeJean on the inbound. And gets it into Dearson. Dearson gets it across midcourt. Right wing, trying to go on the baseline. Does go inside Beckett. Nice move. Went right around Comstock, laid it in. Griffin Dearson, he's sneaky fast, isn't he? He does not look like he would turn on the afterburners, but he's quick.
Very strong runner, both in the speed and also in the fact that you're not going to push him down very easily.
And here's Hodgson back near midcourt, throws it up underneath. Pingle, little head fake, goes up backboard. Got it to go again. 19-9, the lead back up to 10 for the Braves. Here's Kohler. Kohler with it. Works it right side to Ladwig, gets a screen. Now Dearson left wing. Thought about the three. He's picked up by Pingle. And here is DeJean in left wing. Comes off a screen, gets in the lane, dumps it off underneath. Nice pass. Easton Harms makes easy work of the right-handed layup. 19-11 in favor of Cherokee. Hodgson goes to Will. Goes to Comstock left side. Quick pass to Alex Cohn. His shot is no good, and a Pingle rebound is put back. Pingle has 8 points here. Here's a ball, loose ball picked up. Now they go left side. Ladwig will fire a three, and he knocks it down. 21-14. Mike, is this going to be a first one to get to 80 type of game?
Both teams like to score right now. The shots are falling, definitely.
Here's Luger. Gets it to Comstock. He'll try a three. Left side, too long. And long rebound comes out to Will Luger. Luger finds Comstock cutting, and he gets an easy left-handed layup. That was a beautiful cut from Comstock. 23-14, lead back up to 9. Here's DeJean. Kicks it out. Ladwig, a pump fake on the right side baseline. Double team. He throws it to Pingle. Now here's Hodgson. He'll drive. Left-handed layup won't go, and we're going to have a foul. Mike, these teams are getting up and down the floor.
Well, 2 fouls called, both on OABCIG, but the ref's really letting them play right now, and when they do that, it really gets that pace going.
It does. Cherokee has liked to up the pace a little bit this year. Free throw is up and good from the senior, Jacob Hodgson. Joe Benson and Mason Carver. Kind of surprised to see Mason Carver in this early. He suffered an injury about halfway through the football season. I think it was at West Monona this year. Knee injury. Was going to be able to come back after Christmas break. Had to have a secondary surgery. And just got in the end of the games, the last 2 games. The free throw is no good. We're going to have a loose ball foul.
That's just an over the back right there. Just try to get over the top and tip it out. The offensive glass right now for Cherokee is giving them about 6 or 7 points.
That foul will be called on Will Luger. So we'll see how Carver does at the top of this. Looks like a extended 1-3-1 with a trap. And here's Dearson left wing. They'll shuffle him to the baseline. Tries to go underneath. Ball picked up. And it's Trey Benson that comes up with it. Here's Will Luger. Hands it off to Joe. Joe going to run the point. Goes to Carver right side. Carver crosses over. Kicks it to Joe. He's got a little bit of a lane on the baseline. Shot no good. Rebound put back no good. And we're going to have a scrap for the ball. Who's going to come up with it? Kohler does. Kohler runs down the left side of the lane. Goes up with a left-hand shot. No good. DeJean, a rebound. Kicks it out. Three-pointer from Harms is good. Makes it 24-17. So offensive rebounds for the Falcons there. And we only have 4 seconds left. Here's Joe Benson. And throws it out to Trey. Got to shoot a three at the buzzer. Won't go. 24-17 after the first quarter. Good quarter of basketball. We'll be back here in 1 minute here on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Live for today, plan for tomorrow with Schmidt Insurance.
As an independent agent, I work for you, helping you find the right coverage with the best companies at extremely competitive rates. I'm Jared with Schmidt Insurance in downtown Battle Creek. I offer a complete lineup of insurance products including home, auto, farm, commercial, as well as life and retirement. For a no-obligation quote, call me at 365-2535. That's 365-2535.
Center. You got to
Memorial Hospital and Clinics, Ida Grove, Holstein, Odeboat, and Mapleton. Horn Memorial Hospital in Ida Grove is your ideal hospital, where personalized care is delivered by friendly, familiar faces you know and trust. 10 providers at 4 local clinics, as well as 11 outpatient clinics on site, allow for accessibility and convenience. Find out more about how Horn Memorial Hospital in Ida Grove and their area clinics can be your ideal hospital and your partner in health and wellness. Horn Memorial Hospital, your ideal hospital.
KCHE Fuller Digital Solutions, time for quarter number 2. It's 24-17 here after the first quarter. Falcons going to start with possession. Here's Harms, works it with the left hand, goes to Ladwig. Ladwig, push back near midcourt. Carver got a hand on it. Over to Dearson. Griffin Dearson works it right side. And here, driving layup is good.
Clausen.
Jackson Clausen. It is 24-19, 7:38 to go. Here's Joe Benson with it. Joe working against Harms. Gets it off to Hodgden. And a little bit of communication, or not sure what the play is here. Joe Benson goes to Carver straight away. Fires a three. Won't go. Back iron. Picked up by Dearson. Griffin Dearson traveled. Ball kind of stuck to his hand a little bit, trying to get rid of it.
Wanted to pass on the bounce and realized he was going to have that picked off. Then he tried to pull it up. And every time a man thinks, there's always bad results.
24-19 in favor of Cherokee. 7:12 to go here. Joe Benson works it right side baseline, hands it to Hodgden, gets to the right elbow, middle of the lane, jumper too hard. Hodgden, rebound, put back is no good. Went through the arms of Griffin Dearson, and he's going to be going to the free throw line for 2 free throws.
Been good from the line so far, have the Braves. Right now they are 5 of 6 with 2 coming.
So Jacob Hodgden, a senior at the line. The lefty puts it up, in and out.
That's the announcer's curse. I apologize to all Cherokee fans.
Just like if you've got like a perfect game or a no-hitter going, you don't talk about it. That one won't go either.
Nice box by Kohler.
And Kohler will put it on the deck. He's being harassed by Carver. Gets it over to Harms. Harms with it. Works it across the timeline. Double team. Now goes to Kohler. Now right side. This is Ladwig. Thought about the long two from the right wing. Goes over the top, up top to Kohler. Kohler drives. And ball picked up. Here's Will Luger. And he will go up and slam it with 2 hands. 26-19. Here's Harms with it. Harms crosses over, works it right side. Ladwig thought about the NBA 3. Goes up top to Kohler. Kohler with it. Now a bounce pass to Easton Harms on the baseline. Now thrown right to Benson. Now here is Will Luger. Another two-handed dunk.
8 points, 4 dunks, and I believe Jimmy's taking a timeout.
He wants a full timeout. We will take one as well. 28-19. We'll be back in 1 minute here on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Have a farm and or ranch.
The land's been in my family for over 100 years.
Family history irrelevant. Generating plan.
Don't you need to see it first?
Negative. I have acquired visual. See?
Nope.
There are some things only humans can do, like visit your farm or ranch to know exactly what you need. That's why for 80 years we've built relationships first and plans second. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Alex Conover, Denise Van Dusen, and Berenice Lamas today.
As you cruise through downtown Odeboat, Iowa, you'll find Swanson Insurance and Real Estate. Put in a quote request. Check out real estate listings. Swanson Insurance and Real Estate, with you through the ages. Downtown.
KCHE, Fuller Digital Solutions. Keith Crane alongside Mike Earl. We got Trent? Is it Trenton or just Trent on the FDS?
Trenton is on our FDS.
On the FDS. I always like to give our FDS guys a shout out. Here's the Falcons' Kohler. He's got a little bit of a lane, puts the head down, goes up, got the layup to go. So the Falcons called the timeout and got 2 points. You can see the color in Coach Harm's hair coming back in, that gray hair he got earlier. Makes it 28-21. Here is Jennis. John Jennis goes to Trey Benson. Now Joe Benson goes to John, off his hands. Coming the other way, here's Kohler. Ball stolen away by Joe. And he gets it down to Trey. Underneath John Jennis, little pump fake, got him off his feet, uses the backboard, got it to go. That makes it 30-21. And here's Kohler on the right side near the baseline. Was going to go inside to Clausen on the post. Now they pull it back out to Ladwig. Now Harms with it. Harms working against Hodgden. Goes to Kohler. Kohler with it. We got 5:16 to go here, second quarter. It's a 9-point lead for the Cherokee Braves. Here's Kohler with it. Kohler, bounce pass. Nice pass over the top. Underneath to Beckett DeJean. That was a beautiful play.
A little bit of a push off there by Beckett. Cleared some space and made the bucket.
32-23 in favor of Cherokee. Here's Hodgson, calls for a screen, hands it to John Jennis.
That's travel.
That's the correct call. Took off and forgot to put the dribble down.
There are certain officials that will emphasize that more than others, and these guys haven't done it, but Every once in a while you get a crew that really wants you to get that dribble down.
And usually, kind of this round of the tournaments, the playoffs, you'll see that called a lot because when you get down to state, everybody down there will call that.
Oh, absolutely.
Here's Kohler driving. Nice move. Shot is up, and we're going to have a foul. It's going to be on Levi Pingle. 2 shots coming up for Trayton Kohler.
58% foul shooter. Trayton would have gotten a lot more time if he had been at the start of the season. He missed the first couple of weeks, and as a result of that, the lineup that they put out there really got set, and he's been working off the bench as a 6-man and really picked up his play throughout the season.
Free throw is up and good, and it takes the right kind of kid to come off the bench and play that 6-man. If you have a kid that buys into it, so valuable.
Left-hand pitcher, left-hand shooter, right-hand hitter.
Good to know. Second free throw was good. Makes it a 5-point lead for Cherokee. 30-25, 4:42 to go. Here's Will Luger, crosses over, drives, kicks it out. Cone, an open 3, won't go. Rebound hauled in by the Falcons. Here's Kohler, a little ball fake, lays it in, shot no good.
A little strong.
And here's Will Luger in transition, left wing. Goes to Cone, drives in, pump fakes, gets it to Pingle. Pingle goes up. Shot is no good. Out of bounds off of the Falcons. The Braves will retain possession.
Had some good defense played down there by Kane Ladwig, giving up a couple of inches, but still played on the block very nicely there.
Yeah, Pingle was going to do the pump fake, but he wasn't going to bite. Here's Joe, hands it back to Hodgson. And here is Cone driving and went to go underneath to Pingle, Levi, and lost it out of bounds. 30-25, 4:14 to go, second quarter. Yeah, each OABCIG with 3 fouls, Cherokee with 2. OABCIG gets the ball into Ladwig. Kane Ladwig goes to Kohler in the left wing. Now back out to Ladwig. Kane working against Joe, now Kohler. Now back up to Ladwig. Ladwig with it, little ball fake, trying to find somewhere to go, goes to Harms. He'll dribble in the mid-circle. Harms crosses over, gets to the left elbow, goes to Ladwig. He's got an open 3, too hard. Rebound hauled in by Will Luger. Luger gets it off to Cone. He'll get it back to Luger. Luger goes to the left side to Hodgson. Jacob gets to the left elbow, now kicks it to Pingle. Now goes to Cone. Cone crosses over, gets a screen. Cone goes nice pass underneath to Levi. Shot won't go. And here's a baseball pass down to Easton Harms, and he'll set things up straight away. We got 3:26 to go. Harms throws it underneath to Beckett. Beckett double team. Now Hodgson will take him one-on-one. I think that's, the ball kind of came out of his hands a little bit. Not sure if it was tipped out or not. 30-25. Just 3:21 to go here in the opening half. In Ida Grove, Cherokee Braves lead 30-25, Class 2A tournament basketball action. Here's Joe Benson with it. Joe gets it across the timeline, working against Harms. Joe drives, kicks it to Hodgson. Hodgson in the lane, tough shot. Won't go, but they're going to give him 2 free throws here.
If you don't bring your hand down, you don't get that call. When he brought the hand down, he got the call.
I think you're right.
That was on Trayton Kohler. He went up. He had mostly ball with the right hand, but because he brought the hand down, you incorporate a little body with the upper arm, and that ends up getting you the call every time.
Makes it look a lot worse than what it was. And Hodgson misses his first free throw, so he's 0 for his last 3, I believe.
That was his 4th miss. He's 1 of 5 right now.
Free throws up, no good. Joe Benson, a rebound and a jump ball. Where's the possession arrow? It's going to be Cherokee Brave ball. I'm trying to look on the scoreboard. It's right down in front of my face. Got Terry down there. I don't know Terry's last name, but he's such a value to the OABCIG community. He does the books for everything. I think that ball actually went off the side. Here's DeJean in transition. Shot won't go. Kohler grabs the rebound, gets in the middle of the paint. Bounce pass out to DeJean. He'll drive. We've got a foul before the shot.
That's not a bad foul right there. He's got the position. He's probably going to get the basket. Take the foul on the floor. You're not in a position where either team will be in the bonus right now.
It's going to be DeJean on the inbound. Beckett trying to get it in. Goes up top, back in the lineup. Clausen kicks it out. Kohler, a 3 from the lefty. Shot no good. Luger with the board. Will Luger gets it across midcourt. We got 2:44 to go. Luger crosses up, jumper from the left elbow, shot no good. Quick possession there by the Braves. And coming the other way is Clausen. He'll dump it off underneath the Kohler, but he can't handle it. It's going to be Cherokee Braves ball. Coach Hurd's going to want a full timeout. We'll take one as well. Braves lead this thing 30-25 with 2:34 to go here. We'll be back in 1 minute on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Senior, ready for a life full of independence and human connection with the care you deserve? The next step of your journey is the Beautiful Ridge Independent and Assisted Living Community. Connect with others, join in activities, and live life to the fullest. Our team of professional caregivers are here to make sure you enjoy an extraordinary living experience in an exceptional environment. Contact us today to schedule a tour. The Ridge Independent and Assisted Living, where beautiful lives blossom.
James Tyson from Larry Beckman Motors. We've been here for over 50 years, 3 generations, here every day. We're a full-line Chrysler dealer, so Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and then we also are a full-line Ford dealer. We have a great service department. We service a big area, a full-line Chrysler tech and a full-line Ford tech, do a lot of oil changes and services, and we wash your car and vacuum it every oil change. We are a small-town dealer, and we treat people with respect. We want them to feel comfortable and try to treat people the way we would want to be treated.
You know, Keith, one of the things I'm seeing for Cherokee, they've really been in control of what they're doing offensively. The last shot that was put up I believe it was Luger. I don't mind the shot. In fact, it's a good shot for him, but he needs to do that when the defense can get, or that offense can get closer to the board. Right? He was nobody underneath. That was a rebound to the Falcons the whole way.
Kind of overplayed the coverage there. Here's Joe Benson, a 3 straight away, no good. Comstock rebound, put back, no good. He'll get another chance. Ball stolen away. Now Comstock on the floor. He's got nowhere to go. Gets it to Trey. And do we have a timeout?
Yeah, we got a timeout.
Man,
Coach called it.
Feel kind of bad for Comstock. He was getting the business down there. We've got a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take one timeout. We'll be back here on KCHE Fuller Digital Solutions.
That seems to excite and unite all. Sale. When you shop with the KCHE Shopper webpage, you get a sale every day. It's one big sale on items you already want or need. Restaurants, automotive, recreation, apparel, shopping, and more. KCHEshopper.com. Shopping locally, yet online and on your time. Fill a cart, pay, and print from wherever you are. A sale every day at KCHEshopper.com.
KCHE, Fuller Digital Solutions here in Ida Grove. It'll be Cherokee Braves ball. Just got that timeout. 30-25 here, Cherokee leads. And here's Joe Benson, works at right wing. Now Hodgden. Jacob Hodgden, the senior, goes to Joe. Joe with it, back to Hodgden. Hodgden takes a dribble, goes to Joe, right wing. Quick fire 3, no good. Luger, offensive rebound. Nice pass to Joe Benson, cutting on the baseline. What vision from Will Luger. 32-25. Braves lead. Here's Harms with it. Easton Harms crossing over right side. DeJean. Beckett with it. Little fake pass. Now goes to Kohler. Left side. That's Ladwig working against Joe. They shuffle him to the baseline. Underneath. Cutting. Harms. Layup. Blocked. Foul on Joe Benson.
Late whistle there. The refs have really let him play. Now what I'm wondering is if we're going to come out in the second half and everything changes. You know, a lot of times when this happens and you have 8 fouls in the first half, things can get a little aggressive in the second half, and then the refs try to tighten it up.
Harms for 2. Free throw up and good. And Joe Benson going to come out, and I like this call as Cone will come in. That's one Joe's downfall this season is he can get into a little bit of foul trouble, and with 2, he'll probably sit for the remainder of the first half as we just have a minute 34 to go. Free throw is up. First one was good. Second one is the same result. 32-27, Cherokee leads. Here's Cone right wing, goes to Will Luger. Luger throws it right to Kohler, Trayton Kohler. He'll hand it off to DeJean. Beckett crosses over, working against Hodgden, kicks it to Harms. Harms, now straight away Dearson, left side Kohler. Quick fire 3, no good. Rebound offensively for the Falcons was Clausen, and his shot was no good. And I think Clausen picks up the foul. Mike, how often do you see that where a player misses a shot and they get a reach-in foul right after?
It's almost every time. And I know Clausen feels like he got pushed in the back on the shot, so he's saying, well, why didn't I get the call? But you're not going to get the call all the time, and you can't just give it right back. 32-27, Cherokee leads. We got 1:05 to go. Here's Comstock, left side. Now goes to Will straight away. Will goes to Hodgden.
Jacob Hodgson, little ball fake. Now Trey straight away. Trey will drive, spins in the lane, and they're going to say he was shooting. 2 free throws coming up for Trey Benson.
And that'll be the second foul on Kohler, I believe. And he's in the same boat like you just said, somebody that can get out there and pick up a couple of fouls quickly, unfortunately, for Trayton.
Trayton, a good player off the bench, a 6'3 junior. Free throw up and no good by Trey Benson.
Well, I do apologize to all the Braves fans. After you were 5 of 6, I don't think you've hit another free throw.
We haven't.
That is apologies from the announcer's curse.
T-Bone's going to get one here. Nope, didn't work. 32-27, here come the Falcons. Harms in the right wing. Pulls it out. Now here's DeJean, gets to the left elbow. Dearson cuts down the lane. Now Harms. Harms with it. Pulls it back out. Now goes to teammate. Now Dearson driving, went high off the backboard and got it to go.
So Clausen had the ball in the lane there, and he's cutting to the basket. And what was, evident is everybody thought it's going to DeJean, so everybody shaded that way. Dearson made that nice backdoor cut, and I've seen it from the Braves a couple of times already. That backdoor cut has been open because both defenses very aggressive, especially shadowing players they think are getting the ball.
Free throw is up and no good, but an offensive rebound shot is up and good that time for Clausen. And it's 32-31. We got a 1-point game, 27 seconds to go here just before half. These two teams played in January. It was 54-50 in favor of OABCIG. Braves going to hold for one shot. Probably see something set in play here. Now Hodgson going to go to Comstock left wing. Goes to Cone. We got 10 seconds left. Cone throws it underneath to Pingle. Levi throws it out to Comstock, a corner pocket three, long and out of bounds. Stays with Cherokee with 1.2 seconds to go. Comstock just not dialed in on that left side. 1.2, plenty of time to get a shot off for the Braves. They lead by 1.
I guard the ball here.
And they go into Hodgson, puts it up off the glass. They call a foul. 2 free throws coming up for Jacob Hodgson.
Well, he'll be shooting by himself.
I was going to say, if you can't, I'm not sure if you can. In these situations, can you put your team on the line? See, I always thought it would be difficult to go out and shoot free throws by yourself.
Well, he wanted to shake things up. Oh,
free throws no good.
He has missed 5, now 6 in a row, unfortunately. Here's the one. Now I'll call the miss.
Call the miss.
And it'll be made. Oh,
nope.
Trying.
Mike, what did you do to our free throws?
I killed it.
32-31. We're going to half. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. We'll be back with some halftime stats here on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
This is Lorna at North Star Community Credit Union. You've probably heard we're kind of like a bank, but what do you really know about credit unions? Well, we're a financial cooperative, meaning any profit that we make during the year gets returned right back to our account holders, our members, as low interest loans and high interest savings and checking. As a community credit union, all your money stays right here with the people you know, and it's insured up to $250,000 by the NCUA. So what are you waiting for? Visit nsccu.org or stop by one of our locations in Cherokee, Ida Grove, or Sheldon and see how we can help you with your financial goals.
Helping your family is what we do best. Richard and David Boothby are there to guide and assist you during a difficult time in your life. You may have questions and we have answers. Whether you want to plan a funeral with visitation, a memorial service, or just a time of sharing with your family member, the Boothby Funeral Home has the years of experience to assist you in making the right decisions and give you peace of mind. That is priceless. Contact Richard or David Boothby for your special needs.
130 years of service dedicated to our community, our customers, and to you. Since 1888, Cherokee State Bank has focused on serving Cherokee and the surrounding communities by being there for our customers. As a locally owned and managed bank, we're committed to being your first choice for financial services. Call or stop by our office in Cherokee to see the difference a true community bank can make. Cherokee State Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, 3-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
It feels good to be part of a team. The commitment, trust, and loyalty you share. One thing all teams have in common, a team logo. So when you want to show off your team spirit, ask 360 Custom Designs to join your team. Embroidery, decorated apparel, and promotional products to show pride for your favorite sports team and your company team. 360 Custom Designs in the former Darren's Clothing Company in downtown Cherokee and online at 360customdesigns.com.
When you walk into Sioux Valley Family Health, we want you to feel as if you are entering our home.
At Sioux Valley Family Health, our goal is to improve the health of our community by improving the health of the families who live here. Dr. Christopher Vandaloon and his staff are here to serve you because our priority is to treat each patient as if they are our own family. Make an appointment with us today.
Your family is our family at Sioux Valley Family Health.
KCHE, Fuller Digital Solutions, Keith Crane alongside Mike Earl here in Ida Grove. Mike, what a great first half of basketball we had here.
Well, kind of two different quarters. You ended up with Cherokee getting out hot, and they had a 7-point lead after one, 24-17, but the Falcons battled back, outscored Cherokee 14-8 there in the second quarter. Scoring really became tough for Cherokee in that second quarter, and now at the break it's 32-31. Leading scorer for either team is actually Easton Harms, who normally doesn't lead the way. He's got 9 points, and then 4 points each for Beckett DeJean, Jackson Clausen, Griffin Dearson, and Trayton Kohler. 6 points for Kane Ladwig. On the other side of the bracket for the Braves, 8 apiece for Will Luger and for Levi Pingle. 7 points for Joe Benson. 5 points for Jacob Hodgson. And then Aiden Comstock and John Jennis each have a bucket off the bench for the Braves. So, really a fast-paced game, a lot of turnovers for each team. But what I noticed, and maybe you saw this, maybe you didn't, a lot of times when the Braves got a hand on the ball, it ended up in the Braves' hands. And a lot of times when the Falcons got a hand on the ball, it ended up in the Braves' hands. I think a lot of the breaks in that first half went the Braves' way, and that sometimes is just an effort thing.
It is, and we're looking down at the court right now, and Jacob Hodgson, he probably went to his coach and said, "Coach, I'm going to come out and shoot free throws," because I think he missed, was it 5 or 6 consecutive that he got to at the end of the first half? 6, 7?
He hit his first free throw, and then I said, they've been really good at shooting free throws, and after that he has missed 7 straight.
So he's out here putting up some extra shots, and it is 32-31 at halftime. So Braves, like you said, Mike, they got up and down the floor pretty quick, and I think there's only been one made three-pointer between the two teams.
2. Both of them were by Kane. Well, actually 3. Easton Harms got 1. Kane Ladwig got 2. And then for the Braves, Joe Benson did hit 1 3.
So it's been, pretty close. And you look at the Cherokee Braves, if you looked at their shot chart, it's all probably Will Luger dunks or, Levi Pingle on the inside. So the Braves are kind of working the ball from the inside out is kind of what I'm seeing up here.
And you got Jacob Hodgson. He hit a couple of jumpers from maybe that right wing position on the free throw line extended, sometimes on that dribble drive in. And Benson also had a couple of nice looks inside. So both teams want to score on the block. And you have your shooters on the outside. But what's happening is that defense is really collapsing in and forcing really difficult passes. And I hate to say it, but it's my thing all year long. If you're going to pass the ball to a post player, it cannot go below his knee. If it goes below his knee, it's a turnover.
You're in trouble.
If he even stops it, it's going to be stolen away by a guard. And if they do somehow manage to, if they don't stop it, it goes out of bounds. But it just is never a good thing. And even if they catch it and they bring it up, they rarely will make the shot. So I think both teams need to work on that bounce pass and make sure you're hitting your post player right on the hands. Hit them right at that chest level, and they can go right up with it.
Exactly. They're good points. And one thing that I've been impressed with this OABCIG team is coming off the bench, Trayton Kohler. He's just a good player, high motor, high energy, really does a lot for the Falcons.
He does, and Cherokee had a couple players that came in. I'd say everybody that's come in, you don't notice you got bench players out there. They're really fitting in with the offense. I think both teams want to run, and it surprises me because I don't believe Cherokee last time had such an easy job with the press, but I think it does help that you play a team once, so then when you play them that second time, you know what that pressure defense is going to be.
Kind of like tomorrow night, I have Ridgeview hosting West Monona. Ridgeview has beat them twice this season, once by 7 points, once by 8 in girls basketball. Tomorrow night, that's a coin flip. I mean, it's tough to beat a team 3 times in one season.
That second time in that Western Valley tournament, that game got real close at the end, and it kind of pulled away a little bit late. But, yeah, you have a lot of good players, and you never know. It's hard to beat a team 3 times, but sometimes it's nice, especially if they have an exotic defense, to just get a feel for it.
This has been the halftime report here today, brought to you by Thorson Tax and Accounting Services in Cherokee. The halftime tax time sponsored by Amber Thorson Tax and Accounting Services in Cherokee and the Mars. Big thank you to Holzhauer Motors of Cherokee. Make sure you stop in and see those folks up at Holzhauer Motors. They got their indoor sale going on at the old Harley-Davidson building. Stop in, see the fine folks up there. They'll get you in a nice new vehicle if you're looking for something used. They've got that as well. I think they got some trucks in not too long ago. I know that's kind of a big thing right now. So they've got the new vehicles. Stop up and see those folks. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back here in 2 minutes with the second half on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Cherokee Regional Medical Center is proud to support this live stream, and they invite you to visit their locations in Cherokee, Aurelia, Holstein, and Marcus. We're your regional provider for emergency medicine, general surgery, obstetrics, orthopedics, podiatry, and radiology, and more. Find Cherokee Regional Medical Center online at CherokeeRMC.org or call 712-225-5101. Cherokee Regional Medical Center, your place for exceptional care. Cherokee Regional Medical Center is proud to support this live stream, and they invite you to visit their locations in Cherokee. Cherokee Regional Medical Center is
When you have a clogged pipe, make sure that you call Jim's Sewer Services. When you call Jim's Sewer Services, you'll be getting the latest in industry standards, hydrojetting. What exactly is hydrojetting? It is a high-pressure water flushing system that not only breaks through clogs, but also cleans pipe. Call Jim today at 229-6440. That's Jim's Sewer Services. They are #1 in the #2 business.
Call Jim today at 229-6440.
Senior, ready for a life full of independence and human connection? The next step of your journey is the Beautiful Ridge Independent and Assisted Living Community. Connect with others, join in activities, and live life to the fullest. Our team of professional caregivers are here to make sure you enjoy an extraordinary living experience in an exceptional environment. Contact us today to schedule a tour. The Ridge Independent and Assisted Living, where beautiful lives blossom.
KCHE, Fuller Digital Solutions, Keith Crane alongside Mike Earl. We're ready to go for half number 2. It's a 1-point, 32-31 lead in favor of the Cherokee Braves. And here's Harms being picked up by Carver. Works at left side. Ladwig passes it right to Mason Carver, and Carver will go up with the right hand and couldn't complete the layup. Hopefully that one doesn't come back to hurt the Braves later. Here's Dearson. Hands it off to Harms. Harms, a bounce pass. DeJean, jumper, left elbow, no good. Rebound by Joe Benson. Joe going to push it across midcourt. Picked up, goes right side baseline. Here's Carver, hangs. That shot is no good. Got his rebound, putback is good. So that makes it 34-31. Braves get the first bucket here of the second half. Here's Harms, picked up by Carver. Works it right side to Jean. Now here's Ladwig on the right side baseline. Ladwig drives and kicked out of bounds by Mason Carver. And you think, Mason probably going to get him in small doses because he pretty much hasn't done much of anything since October when he had that knee injury. And you think back to the season, what could have been if he was healthy. He was a very good junior player last year. Here's Harms, works it left side. Ladwig, a deep three, back iron. Hodgson grabs the board for the Braves. Here's Joe Benson, crosses over, gets across midcourt, ball poked loose. He picks it up, hands it to Will Luger in the right wing. Will Luger with it. Cross court, Hodgson, he's going to drive the baseline, gets underneath, kicks it to Joe. Three-pointer, knocked it down. 37-31. So a little 5-0 run here by the Braves to start off this second half. It's 37-31. And here is Harms in the left wing. Thought he was going to shoot that three. Had a good look. Here's Dearson. Right side Ladwig. Ladwig goes to Harms. Right elbow. Nice pass. Good ball movement. Clausen underneath. Mike, that was really good ball movement there for the Falcons.
It was, and I feel bad for the defense. I think that was a clean block, but again, sometimes you get that anticipation call, and that time it went against the Braves.
That foul will be on Trey Benson.
If they were getting the guy from behind, I thought he got it pretty clean. If it was the guy in front, he might have had a little bit of arm when he went up.
If you know Trey Benson, he's going to get his money's worth for his fouls. Free throw is up and no good.
Clausen, a very good free throw shooter at 66%. For a big man down low, that's pretty decent.
Clausen's second free throw is up. No good.
Well, there we go. The announcer's working both ways.
And, Clausen, he's a 6'4 senior. And here's Carver, right side baseline. He traveled.
Little do-si-do over there. He was counting on his partner to hold him up, and the partner just pulled the leg out, and away he went.
Carver going to come off the floor, and you've got Pingle and Cone coming back in. Trey Benson will head to the bench as well. All right, so here is Easton Harms with it. Is he related to Coach Harms?
That would be his son.
Okay, that makes sense. I was so proud to see, Easton come back. Was it his sophomore year? He had a really good football season, got injured in the semifinals. Came back his senior year, had an outstanding playoff and tournament. Here's Joe Benson ripping the ball loose. Can he save it? He does, but throws it right to Easton and goes to Kohler. Kohler goes up with the left hand from the right side. Smooth operator makes it 37-33. But, to my point, I was just so glad to see Easton come back and have a good, successful season.
He really got his legs under him, and from the start of this year, he never really slowed down.
Is he a catcher in baseball?
Yes, he is.
Here's Jacob Hodgson. Works it underneath Luger. A little pump fake goes up. Shot goes in, and a foul call. 39-33, Braves lead. Remember last year, you and I were both covering, I think it was OABCIG at Ridgeview baseball. Remember that one? That one went, it was a long game. I think it was like 15-12 or something like that. Free throw is up and good. Will Luger makes it 40-33, a 7-point lead here for the Braves. Biggest lead was a 10-point lead for the Braves back in, I think that was late first quarter, early second quarter.
They had it actually pushed to 12 once, and that was it.
Okay, yep. Here's DeJean, works it right wing, hands it off to Harms. Harms thought about the jumper from the free throw line, spins, gets it to Griffin Dearson, and Levi Pingle comes up with the loose ball. Now they go to Will Luger, and he had to save it to Joe. Joe crosses over, kicks it underneath. Pingle, easy layup. 42-33, it's a 9-point lead for the Cherokee Braves. And
going to call a foul there on number 4.
Alex Cone. And Alex Cone, he's only a 5'9 sophomore. And you kind of look at him and you kind of think, is he ready for the varsity level? But he's played in some big spots this season for the Cherokee Braves, and he's pretty quick. And he uses that quickness to his advantage. Here's Harms, gets it across midcourt. Harms picked up by Cone, kind of backs off him a little bit. Is that a palm or a palm?
That's going to be called a carry. Yeah.
Carry.
Yeah.
42-33. Griffin Dearson comes out. And to me, it's just kind of mind-boggling that Griffin Dearson's only a junior. I remember watching him play in the state championship football game as a freshman going, that kid's not built like a freshman.
No, he was not, but he's been the same bowling ball ever since he came out there on the freshman squad as a football player.
Here's Cone, works at left side. Pingle out near the perimeter. Back up top to Cone. He's going to run downhill, goes up with the left hand, had it blocked. Pingle finds Hodgson, swings it to Luger. Luger, a little pump fake, step back. Now to Cone, now a little handoff to Will, and we're going to have a foul as Will is headed downhill towards the bucket.
That just is the same way the other side. I think Beckett went away. He never got him much, but you get that whistle blowing in your mouth, and the official will blow it and make the call almost every time. So anticipation call goes both ways.
Free throw is up and good.
Luger on the season, a 62% foul shooter. He's 2 of 2 tonight, and he broke that jinx, so that's a good thing for the Cherokee fans.
Yeah, he's up to 11. Free throw is up and good. 44-33 in favor of the Cherokee Braves, so an 11-point lead. Here's Harms. We're midway through the third quarter. Harms directing traffic on the left side, sends Kohler to the wing, hands it off to Kohler. Kohler goes straight away to Ladwig. Ladwig with it. Now back to Harms. Easton with it. Works it right side. Now the baseline. Kohler pump fakes. Drives in. Mid-range jumper won't go. Joe Benson with the rebound, and Beckett DeJean got right in there to cause a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Cherokee Braves.
Yeah, it's just a game of runs. The Falcons had that second quarter. They were looking good, got it to within one, and all of a sudden coming out here and a big run to start the quarter. Just 2 points for the Falcons so far versus 12 for Cherokee.
Here's Hodgson in the right wing. Run the old wheel play. Now here's Luger straight away. Will drives in against DeJean. Kicks it to Joe. Joe on the left wing. Benson goes behind the back, and he's got to go to Cone. Cone will drive in. Pump fakes. Got everybody off their feet. Can't finish. And a foul.
And like you said, when you miss a shot, it's so much, you feel so bad for missing it that you got to make up for it. I just got to do something, especially sophomores and juniors. I've noticed sophomores and juniors more than anybody else want to get that foul right afterwards, because that way the coach can pull them out and put them on the bench and tell them what they did wrong.
Exactly. Here is Ladwig in the right wing. He's going to pull it back up. Now works it to Kohler, Trayton Kohler. He's a junior this year, 6'3", good size. Here's Harms. Harms with it, goes left side, Dearson. Dearson goes to the elbow, DeJean. Beckett pulls it back out. Now Dearson on the baseline. Runs the baseline, reverse layup. Too far underneath, won't go. Here's Joe Benson. He's going to get it across the timeline and throws a baseball pass that ricocheted off somebody, and it's picked up by a loose ball. And who's going to come up with this thing? Kohler.
It was Beckett DeJean who got the original hand on it, and the foul is going to go against actually Dearson on the floor. I don't understand that call. I think if you press the rewind button, you might take a look at that on your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, because nobody really had possession, and yeah, even Will Luger kind of got up and looked, said, what's the foul?
Mr. Jimmy Harms has a conversation with the official. It'll be thrown in Cherokee basketball. They're up 11.
44-33. Here's Carver back in the lineup. Goes to Trey Benson, who's back in there. Now goes to Will Luger. He's got a good look at a three. Short. Comstock underneath, poked out of bounds by Ladwig. Kane Ladwig knocked it out of bounds. 2:26 to go, third quarter, 44-33. It's an 11-point lead for the Cherokee Braves.
Falcons in a 2-3 zone.
And they go over the top, back to Comstock. He'll go to Luger.
Now fade into a man.
Luger with it, right wing. They lay off. He'll fire a three, short. Rebound hauled in by Dearson. Griffin Dearson, the junior, slows it up. Now gets it across midcourt. They work it right side. Harms, baseline. Good idea trying to go to DeJean, but it was deflected out of bounds by the Cherokee Braves. Going to stay with OABCIG.
Falcons just 2 points, 6 minutes into this third quarter.
It's been a busy quarter up and down. DeJean on the inbound. Throws it into Dearson, deflected, and Comstock went down. Dearson went down. Kickball out of bounds.
And Jimmy says, how come my guy got a foul when he went on the floor and the other wet side didn't? So it's just a back and forth game right now.
Comstock might be hurting a little bit. Maybe got hit below the belt, was kind of leaning over trying to catch his breath. And here's a three, way short. Comstock grabs the board.
Might have had a piece of that.
Here's Carver in transition, lays it in. 46-33. Cherokee Braves lead with 1:45 to go here. And Coach Harms wants a timeout. We'll just keep it right here as it's 46-33. Actually, let's take one timeout. We'll take one timeout, be back here in 30 seconds. KCHE, Fuller Digital Solutions.
Are you feeling stuck at your current job? Maybe you're looking to take the next step to advance your career. Hy-Vee in Cherokee is hiring. Let me tell you just a few of the reasons why you should become a helpful smile today. Hy-Vee offers very competitive pay, flexible hours. They offer in-store discounts to all employees. Hy-Vee has great opportunities to advance and grow. If you would like more information on how you can join Hy-Vee, contact Bobby Joe today at 712-225-4139 or visit them online at Hy-Vee.com/careers. That's Hy-Vee.com/careers.
Well, we're back to action here as the Falcons taking on the Cherokee Braves in Ida Grove. My name is Michael Earl. Keith Crane with the play-by-play tonight as we are both representing Fuller Digital Solutions. Both teams are FDS schools, and just wanted to say a big thank you to all the sponsors who make these games possible. When you get to the playoffs, there's a significant extra fee that's associated with doing video. We wouldn't be able to do it without our sponsors. So if you see somebody, if you're listening, you hear somebody, make sure you go into that store. Just say thanks for making our games possible. We appreciate that, and that lets them know that they're appreciated as well.
I know a lot of folks like watching at home, and grandparents can watch, and yes, definitely. Here is Ladwig on the right side baseline, kicked out of bounds. Watch out. And it's going to stay with the Falcons here. 1:31 to go here. Third quarter, 46-33. Braves have played a really good third quarter. The official moving the cheerleaders is going to pack him into the corner. And on the inbound, DeJean. And stolen away by Carver. Hands it off to Hodgden. Now here's Trey Benson. He'll bring it up the floor. Trey goes to brother Joe. Now Hodgden thought about the three. He's going to drive. Kicks it Trey. Benson. Trey goes up. Tough shot. DeJean in the left wing. Picked up by Joe. DeJean drives. Basket is good. What a play by Beckett DeJean. He did that one all himself.
Points number 3 and 4 of the quarter. Minute to go.
46-35, 11-point lead. And here's Trey. Goes up over the top to Will. Too far underneath. Hesitates. A reverse layup goes in for the Braves. Makes it 46-35. 48-35. DeJean gets it across midcourt. Beckett goes Griffin Dearson left side. Dearson now to the baseline, Kohler. Kohler back up top to Dearson. Griffin with it. Has to go somewhere. Goes over to Ladwig. He'll try a three. The lefty is no good. That's going to be Cherokee Braves ball. Mike, I was going to ask it, is Beckett kind of, or not, yeah, Beckett, is he kind of battling an injury with that left hand? I see some wrap.
Yeah, it wasn't on his hand the last time I called the game, so I'm going to guess he has something there that's not feeling good.
And knock on wood, this Cherokee Braves team, pretty much this whole season, not with this, aside from Mason Carver missing a lot of time with that knee, been pretty healthy all season long. Here's Joe Benson crossing over, works it to Cone. Cone goes to Hodgson. Braves are going to hold for one here.
This is their biggest lead of the night at 13.
12 seconds to go. Gets it to Joe. Joe drives, pump fakes, Will Luger. Luger back to Joe, a three-pointer, no good. Will Luger will throw it back up at the buzzer, and it went in. Will Luger so far deep on the baseline, not sure how that went in, but it did. 51-35, we're going to the fourth quarter. Back in a minute here on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
That seems to excite and unite all. Sale. When you shop with the KCHE Shopper webpage, you get a sale every day. It's one big sale on items you already want or need. Restaurants, automotive, recreation, apparel, shopping, and more. KCHEshopper.com. Shopping locally, yet online and on your time. Fill a cart, pay, and print from wherever you are. A sale every day at KCHEshopper.com.
Cherokee Rural Water, providing quality water clear across the countryside to its members. They know quality water does it right. Cherokee Rural Water encourages and supports all students to participate in extracurricular activities. It helps build character. Cherokee Rural Water, clear across the countryside.
KCHE, Fuller Digital Solutions, Keith Crane. To my right, Mike Earl. Mike, it's always a pleasure to call a ball game with you. Football, basketball. We haven't done baseball or softball yet. We'll make that happen at some point. And Kohler saves it. Tiptoed that far side out of bounds line. Now here's Easton Harms with it. Now goes to Kohler, right side, DeJean. DeJean with it, now to Kohler. Little touch pass to Dearson. And ball on the floor. Thrown out of bounds by Dearson. That was really Griffin's only place to go with the ball. He was on his back and had to get rid of it.
There's like momentum that goes in a game, and right now, and really since the start of the second half, everything is going Cherokee's way.
They're playing really good team basketball right now. Here's Hodgson with it. Goes to Pingle. Now Joe. Joe goes to Hodgson. Little up and under move and a foul called. Is that Dearson that got up there?
Yep, was.
The 5'11 junior.
Well, he did practice at halftime.
See if he can make these free throws. And he's staring right at the OABCIG student section. Free throws no good.
You know, at this point, it's just like, I know I was up there at the line. You don't even know what to do.
Yeah, it's just all mental right now. Left that one short. Got his own rebound, possibly. Saves it to Carver. And we have a foul.
On Harms.
On Harms. Coming into the lineup will be Ladwig, Kane Ladwig. There was a Ladwig that played a few years ago, wasn't there?
And there's two on the team. There's a Kale and a Kane.
What was the other Ladwig that went to Morningside to play football, I think?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that was Ludwig.
Ludwig, that's it. Lud.
He was a quarterback. He led the state in passing yards that year.
That would, yeah, because he had Cooper as a receiver, right?
That he did.
51-35, and here's Will Luger right side. Now goes to Joe. Joe picked up by Easton. Ball on the floor. Flips it to Carver. Carver with it. Game getting a little physical, and there's a foul called. That's going to be on Easton Harms. That'll be his third to go with his 9 points. In the lineup for the first time here, Ethan Berenson, a 5'10 sophomore. That's team foul number 6 on OABCIG. We got 6:53 to go here in the fourth quarter. And here is Carver. Jumper is up and no good. And right side, here is Joe Benson.
This is a long possession. This is the first possession for Cherokee in the fourth quarter, and there's already a minute and a half off the clock.
And here is Hodgson with it. Now goes to Joe. Joe drives in. Underneath, nice pass, Levi. And coming the other way, three-pointer. Berenson knocked it down. And here is Joe Benson with it.
15-point game, 53-38.
6:10 to go, fourth quarter. Hodgson goes to Joe. Joe gets it across midcourt. Now Carver, a three, knocks it down. Big game for the senior. Just his third game he's played in this season. 56-38. And here's Carver, knocks it out of bounds.
You know, you're going to go back and you'll look at film of this game, and you're going to see a lot of passes that just got deflected and plays that weren't made that you look back and just wasn't as crisp as you normally are. And sometimes you just come out a little flat, and that's what's happening right now to the Falcons.
I think you're kind of right. You know, you talked about the Braves got that extra game against Alta Aurelia in the tournament, and OABCIG's haven't had a game in a while. Carver kicks the ball away.
Well, and it's a different pace. Playoff basketball is a different thing because you got nothing else to lose.
56-38, 4:51 to go. And a full timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll take one break here. Be back here in one break. KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
Insurance and real estate under one roof. J&K Insurance. Sutherland, Cherokee, and Mobile. They can help you with auto, home, crop insurance too. They offer annuities, IRAs, and other financial services. And they can help sell or buy real estate. J&K Insurance and Real Estate. It's about providing you with dependable protection you can count on. Try the JK way today. J&K Insurance and Real Estate. Visit us online or call us today.
And we're back on the air as it is 5:41 remaining, 56-38. The Cherokee Braves have built a lead as high as, it's right about now is the highest lead, 18 points. Falcons will have the ball on the sideline when we come back out. And it's been a tough break for the Falcons as they had the higher seed. They got the bye. Cherokee took a little momentum off their win against Alta Aurelia, I believe. Yep. And they have come out tonight with hands and passing lanes, and they have really forced the Falcons into a game that they like to force other teams into, which is trying to make those passes, and those turnovers are turning into points.
Here's DeJean, has it knocked away. Luger can't save it, gets it to Hodgson, knocked out of bounds. As I say, I have no idea how they're going to determine who gets this basketball. It's going to be Brave ball. The good news is here, when you win this game, you win this game, but the bad news is you got to play against Hull Western Christian on Tuesday against Sioux City. Unless Esac County tonight can somehow pull the big-time upset.
Well, we can always root. There's a lot of teams in the state that are rooting for the Raiders tonight.
And here is Cone with it. Goes over right side, Hodgson. Hodgson drives, baseline, swatted away. Berenson, Comstock, a rebound, pulls it back out to Trey. Now here's Will Luger. I think the Braves might be wise to maybe reset the offense here and maybe take a little time. 5 minutes to go here, fourth quarter.
If you want to talk about a play that's indicative of the night, though, you get all the way down, you get the block shot, and yet Cherokee gets the ball, and now they're going to take another minute off the clock. That is the Falcons' night right now, and that's a great sign for the Braves. That's not taking anything away from what they're doing. But, when it's not your night, it's not your night. And right now, the Braves are getting everything going. This is what they need when they play Hull if they do get the chance to move on.
And here is Luger, goes underneath Comstock off his foot, saves it. Comstock's always on the ground tonight. He's been sliding all over the place. 56-38, Braves lead here, 4:32 to go.
So it's an 18-point game. If the Falcons are going to try to get back in it, they need to get it down to 10 points before they get to 2 minutes.
And here comes DeJean. And Dearson will be fouled by Joe Benson. That's going to be foul number 3 on Joe to go along with his 10 points.
And if you want to score points without time coming off the clock, the free throw line is the way to do it.
Free throw is up. No good.
Dearson 0 for 2 from the line tonight. One more coming.
Free throw is up. That one is good as well. Or that one is good. The first one was no good. 56-39. And here's Luger. Gets it across midcourt. Double teamed. And Dearson rips it out of there. We got a jump ball. And it's going to be Cherokee Brave ball. I think Coach Hurd was right there wanting the timeout. Reading his body language, he thought he probably had it because he was right next to the official. It happened right in front of the Braves bench. It's going to be Joe Benson on the inbound. 56-39, Braves lead here. 4:17 to go, fourth quarter. Here's Cone on the left wing on the baseline. Pulls it back out. OABCIG's, tightening up their defense and really making the Braves work for it, but you wonder with 4:13 to go, is there enough time for OABCIG to make a push at all?
You can, but it has to, like I said, you have to get it down to 10 points by 2 minutes. If you can get it to 10 by 2 minutes, then you're 3 stops away from getting it down to 6. So it's really just you have to hit every shot. Is it likely? Oh, no. It's not likely, but it can be done, and you need your opponent to miss a couple free throws.
And you got to think of it this way. There's no one play that's going to get you all those points back. You just chip away. The 1-and-1 free throw is up and good by Alex Cone. Alex Cone, just a sophomore this year for the Cherokee Braves.
Good foul shooter, 71%.
And Cone at the line. Free throw up, short. Rebound to Dearson. Dearson with it. And he'll bring it across midcourt. I think the Falcons need to get some quick shots. Here's DeJean. DeJean crosses over, gets up, and hangs and lays it in. That's what the Falcons needed. Makes it a 16-point lead. And Cone with it. Bounce pass stolen away. Dearson lays it in. Makes it 57-43. And they get it into Will Luger. Gets it back to Hodgson. Goes to Cone. He'll slow it down. Hands it to Hodgson. Now goes to Joe. Back to Jacob.
Now you got to get out on him.
Yep, you gotta come out and face guard him. Hands it to Luger. Luger goes to Cone. Cone drives, throws it, Trey Benson, and Kohler should have let that go, but he's bailed out by Dearson, and here's DeJean, a layup, no good. I think that's going to be Braves ball. Yeah, Harms came flying in. It's tough.
It's a tough one when you go up for the shot and they hit your hand, but it wasn't a lot of contact, but there was no call. And then you get called on the backside.
57-43, and Joe Benson gets it and goes over
That's
the top.
A good foul.
Yeah, and Dearson, he was just caught.
You got to. With 3:21, that's why you get to 7 fouls early, because right now it is a foul shooting game.
So it's going to be 1-1 as that's team foul number 8.
Dearson's out for the rest of the game. That'll be his 5th.
And back into the lineup is 6'4" senior Jackson Clausen. 57-43, Will Luger, a 1-1 here.
He is 3 for 3 tonight from the stripe.
Free throw is up. Won't get the roll. 3 for 4. Thanks, Mike.
Oh, sorry about that.
Here's DeJean running the length of the floor, and Coach Hurd says, cannot do that again. It's a 12-point lead with 3:09 to go, and now they're going to foul Jacob Hodgden.
Last of the 1-1s right now. After this, it'll be 2 shots the rest of the way.
And coming back in will be Berenson. And Ladwig comes off the floor. Coach Harms playing chess with his players on the bench. You're playing offense, you're playing defense. So Jacob Hodgden in 1-1. He's been ice cold from the line. Free throws up. And he has to feel good about that one.
That one does feel good.
58-45. We got 3:09 to go. Had a close game up in Paulina, I believe, between South O'Brien and Central or George Little Rock. Free throws up and good. He goes 2 for 2. 59-45. Lead back up to 14. Here's Kohler, right wing. Kohler, skip pass. Berenson, he'll put it on the floor. Drives in. Backboard is good. And here's Hodgden. Throws it to Joe. Out of bounds. Must have been off Easton. And we're going to have a timeout. A timeout called here. Full timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
We can control our body language, which speaks way louder than words do. Let's get started here. Let's go. Let's have a day.
You know, it's funny, and when it comes to basketball, sometimes you just set these goals. Like your coach will say, we need to get it down to 10 by 3 minutes. We need to get it down to 10 by 2.5.
Yep.
So over the last minute and a half, it's an 8-2 run. The Falcons have got it down to 12, 2:53 to play. And now he's in there and he's setting a new goal. He says, I want to get it down to 6 in the next minute.
That's the goal for Coach Harms and company here. And they've done a good job of, really putting the pressure on the Braves. The Braves going to come out with Carver, Luger, Benson, Hodgden, and Joe Benson, Joe and Trey Benson.
But really, the big thing for them is now Hodgden has hit a couple of free throws, so he's got that confidence back at the line again. And that really will help them out to make sure they can go to anybody on the floor.
If there's a foul, it will be 2 free throws coming up. Joe Benson on the inbound, gets it into Jacob Hodgden, picked up by Berenson, gets it across the timeline.
I think you got to take the foul right away.
I think
you're just wasting time right now.
Yeah, you can't let much time go at all. Here's Trey Benson. And Trayton Kohler's looking right at the ref and just kind of patting. Trey says, call the foul. Call the foul.
I don't want to hurt him. This isn't it's not personal. It's business.
Am I supposed to throw my haymaker here? Because you can hear Trayton, you can see read his lips saying, call the foul, call the foul.
30% foul shooter.
Free throw's no good off the back of the rim.
So you got who you want at the line if you're the Falcons.
And back in the lineup is Ladwig.
And I think if you're the coach for Cherokee, you might want to pull Benson out just because of that free throw shooting ability right now.
Free throw is up. No good. And it's Kohler with the board. 2:39 to go. It's a 12-point lead for the Braves. Here's DeJean. Beckett Crosses over, gets to the right side baseline in a hurry, throws it to Will Luger.
That hurt.
And Will throws it to Joe. Joe back to Will. Will goes behind the back and gets it across midcourt. Dribbles right in front of the bench. He's got to go somewhere with it. And Cherokee Braves call a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here. So it's a 12-point lead for the Braves, 59-47. And Braves, really the key to this game for Cherokee, I think, is, just going to hit free throws down the line.
That's it.
That's pretty much, if OABCIG is going to have a chance to get back in this, they got to, get some stops. If you can just allow 1 point every time down, and you have to get points pretty much every time down the floor just to chip away and chip away and chip away.
Well, and you got the stop on the previous possession, and then you turn the ball over, unfortunately, for the Falcons. So what you end up doing here is you're going to guard the first pass, and if you can get a trap and force them to go the full length of the court and get a trap in the backcourt, you do. As soon as they cross the timeline or look like they're going to, you foul.
Just one timeout left for each team, and they get it into Hodgson, and they'll foul him right away. That'll be a foul on Kane Ladwig.
And Hodgson has lived at the line tonight. This is 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 foul shots. Right now he's 3 of 12. But he made his last 2.
Free throw is up and good.
Make it 3 in a row.
And his teammates right there to congratulate him on that one. Puts the lead back up to 13. Hodgson's got 8 points. The lefty puts up another free throw, and that one's good. 61-47. And a bounce pass right side, Berenson. Now they go to DeJean. He'll take a 3. No good. Man, that thing was halfway down and popped back out. Here's Hodgson with it. Goes to Joe Benson, clear on the other side. He'll dribble to the middle of the floor. Hands it back to Hodgson. Now Will. Luger. Luger with it, little ball fake. Luger drives, turns, pulls it back out to Hodgson. And a foul called there by Ladwig. Just under 2 to go.
Free throws number 15 and 16 for Hodgson.
And the tough part about shooting at this end is you got to look right, if you're a Cherokee Brave player, you got to look right at the OABCIG student section. Free throw is up and good. Got the roll.
He's going to get back to 500 tonight if he can keep shooting these.
Have the Falcons ever done, what college is it that does like that curtain of mystery?
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that?
No.
Oh, man. I want to say it's like Arizona or something like that. Free throws up. That one's no good. Yeah, they have a curtain of mystery, and they open the curtain, and what's behind the curtain is supposed to distract the free throw shooter. And I'm pretty sure, I think Michael Phelps showed up one time with all of his gold medals on it. That would distract me.
That's definitely. It would catch the eye at least. It's a little shiny.
All those gold medals. Here's Easton Harms. Falcons need some points. Here's Berenson. Right side, Kohler. Kohler with it. Goes underneath. Blocked by Luger. Joe Benson with the rebound. And here's Joe. And needs a little help. He's going to have to get it across midcourt here soon. Goes to Trey. Trey gets it to Will. Will Luger in the left wing. We got 1:26 to go. He's just...
I don't think the Falcons are going to keep fouling. I think they're done. They might do one more, but...
And you can hear Coach Jimmy Harms say, call the foul. And they did, but it's unfortunate because the Trayton Kohler ended up with the ball. That's going to be his 4th. He's got 6 points.
Falcons had a good season. They got the win in the Western Conference Valley Tournament. That is the 3rd time they've won that tournament in a row. As Hodgson is back to the line again, working his way towards 500.
Free throw up. That one is good. And here's Harms with it. Well, he's going to let it roll. And we've got 1:15 to go. It's 64-47. Braves more than likely going to move on and meet Hull Western Christian for a 3rd time this season. Free throw or three-pointer is up. And that thing maybe brought down some precipitation with it. Berenson.
And Trayton is going to foul out with that one.
Got his money's worth. 64-47, 1:04 to go. And you think about this OABCIG team. Next year you've got Beckett DeJean coming back. You've got Kane Ladwig coming back.
You only lose one player. You're losing Easton Harms, which you're starting point guard, so that's a big loss. But, yep, they lose one player off this squad.
Free throw is up and good. Oh, Jackson Clausen, he's a 6'4 senior.
Oh, he's a senior. Yeah. I thought he was a junior for some reason.
Yeah. But, the point we're getting to is, they've got a good core coming back. Free throw is up, and that one's no good. Carver, an offensive rebound, and Carver will be fouled by Harms.
And off the bench, Ninoa O'Brien also, who played a couple of minutes here later in the season. So there are three. I made a mistake. On the girls' team, there's only one senior, I believe.
Yes.
And then I get so stuck on doing both games.
Free throw is up, and no good by Carver. Proud of this young man right here, Mason Carver. He's got 7 points coming off the bench, and really for a kid who's been sidelined practically since October to come in and score 7 points in a tough 2A game like this.
And Jackson comes off. He gets a round of applause from the home fans.
Free throws up, no good. Missed them both. Got a good hug there from Coach Harms. Here's DeJean, a bounce pass to Harms. Easton drives, kicks it right to Hodgen. Are they going to continue to foul or just let it play out?
They might do one more foul so they can pull out Easton and let him get a round of applause.
And here's Joe Benson across midcourt. Works it left side. He'll drive in, goes up with the right hand and got it to go. 67-47. Mike, this is a 20-point game right now, but this game played a lot closer than a 20-point game.
Well, it got down at the end, and really what you saw tonight was a tale of a third quarter that went almost entirely to Cherokee. And they took that momentum, 51-35. At one point, it was a 1 point game at the half. And to build a 1 point game into a 15-point lead, that's hard to come back from in a fourth quarter. And they've hit the foul shots late, and the Falcons have had a couple more turnovers than they really have all season. So you feel bad for the team, but you're right. You lose Easton Harms, you lose Jackson Clausen, and those are players that played a lot of minutes as they get it to Spot. Spot's going to drive in, shot up, no good. Rebound to Bryson Kohler. Bryson looks up top. That's Cale Ladwig from the left wing looking to drive, kick back outside. Bryson Kohler, dribble drive in, down low, and he's going to try to hit the cutter there in Cade Mason, but that pass was at his feet, and every time you throw it at a big man's feet, a fairy loses its wings.
It's not going to bear well. Here is Comstock that comes up with it in the left wing. Thought about a deep three. Now goes to Lance Pingle. Lance Pingle going to pull it out and go to Jacob Hurd. Hurd with it. Will dribble it out. That's going to do it. Final score here is 67-47 in favor of the Cherokee Braves. We'll take a short break here, and we'll be back here with some final stats on KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
Since 1932, Vollmer Motors has been an essential part of the Holstein community. That family-owned legacy is continuing through our relationship with Totem Motors. You'll see all the familiar faces, plus a few new ones to make your shopping or service experience even better. When it comes to your next vehicle purchase, come see the difference it makes to work with people who genuinely want to get to know you and your needs. Vollmer Motors in Holstein, Iowa, where our people make the difference.
I'm Darren from Holstein Manufacturing and Holstein Fabrication. Our company was built upon making the best in residential and commercial grills, and we still do. But we have grown, added laser cutters, and expanded our services to offer fabricating and manufacturing of just about anything. We use only the best products. No shortcuts are taken, which means a better result for you. We'd love to help manufacture for you and your company. Please check us out online at holsteinmfg.com.
KCHE and Fuller Digital Solutions. Keith Crane alongside Mike Earl. Final score here, Cherokee comes out on top 67-47. Tonight's postgame is brought to you by Methodist Manor. Mike, tell us the stats here.
Well, started off with a 24-17 lead for the Braves. as they built that lead in the first half, or in the first quarter. Falcons came back to make it a close game at the break, 32-31, but it was all Braves in that third quarter. Falcons only managing to put 3 points on the board. It was 4 points on the board, 51-35. The Braves were on top at the end of 3, and they built that up to a 20-point victory, 67-47. Scoring for the Braves, leading the way, Will Luger with 20 points, 10 points for Joe Benson, 12 points for Jacob Hodgson and Levi Pingle, 1 point for Alex Cohn, 2 points each for Aiden Comstock and John Jennis, and 8 points for Mason Carver. For the Falcons, 10 points for Beckett DeJean, 9 points for Easton Harms, 7 points for Griffin Dearson, 6 for Kane Ladwig, 6 as well for Trayton Kohler, 5 for Ethan Berenson, and 4 points for Jackson Clausen.
Thanks to Mike Rowe for helping out tonight. We got Cherokee Braves boys coach Mark Hurd here joining us. Coach, you come out this game 67-47, but really in the book, the story of this game, OABCIG, they tried to keep it interesting at the end. Just your guys were able to battle through the pressure that they put on you guys.
Yeah, I thought they made a little run going into the half, and I was a little worried that maybe they had a little more confidence. I thought we outplayed them all 4 quarters. We just missed 9 straight free throws in that second quarter there, and overcoming them free throws was huge tonight.
And Coach, tell us a little bit about Mason Carver, senior. Gets some first, you can call these first real minutes. Comes in, gets, I think he had 7-8 points for you. Talk about his heart desire just to get back out on the floor.
Well, I'm nervous because he hasn't practiced a lot this year, and I'm not worried about the knee. The knee's been taken care of. It's the hamstring and the groin and everything else. The muscles haven't been, and so. He wanted to play real bad he's feeling good, but we had to make sure he went through some practices to get some confidence belt back up. And he's rusty out offense, but that defense he makes a big difference on. And it was just, we went through the game plan, and I didn't know if they were all listening. And this game plan went exactly the way I wanted to. We wanted to go in and out of that man. We had another defense set up in case the 1-3-1 didn't work, but we really bothered them with that tonight.
And, Coach, this OABCIG team, a solid team, and you guys come down here. It seems like we never play well in Ida Grove, but this might have been the best game you've played all season long.
Yeah, I thought the first time we played them was probably our worst game we played all year, to be honest with you. So, I've said all along, you want seniors in tournament time, so we're going to enjoy this the next couple of days. We know what's waiting for us, but we're coming on at the right time like we wanted to, and anything can happen in a district final, and that's all we want. I told the boys, just get us to a district final, and then anything can happen.
And Coach, you talk about what's waiting for you more than likely, unless there's a big time upset with East Sac County, whole Western Christian. What do you even do there, Coach?
Well, we just, like I said, I think we're a little stunned before we even play them. I think we just got to go in with some confidence. And, hey, they make shots, you shake their hand at the end of the game. But all we can do is defend and just not give up in that game. And I think, like I said, it's going to be on a neutral floor, and anything can happen.
I'd like to thank Coach Mark Hurd. Coach, thanks for your time and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we got senior Mason Carver. Is Mason the only one coming up here? You got another couple. But we'll see here. Will's going to come up here. Mason, you come in this game, and Mason, did you know that you were going to get as many minutes as you were tonight? Because you've been kind of limited, all season just coming back from that injury.
Yeah, in practice I had to show that I was, good to go. It's always, coaches, they're weary about putting me in. And, I was a little bit at first too, but practice has really strengthened it a lot. You can tell I'm still a fish out of water on offense right now. I haven't had a ball in my hands in a while, but felt like defense was pretty good. The offense wasn't.
What's it like to come down here and beat the OABCIG Falcons on their home floor? This is a solid team.
Just getting back to play with my team again, it's always fun. No matter who you're playing, I've been playing with these boys since 3rd grade. It's always fun to go out and play.
Mason, what can you guys do? I'm going to assume that whole Western Christian is going to be meeting you guys in Sioux City. What can you even do against a team that's playing of that caliber?
We just got to be strong mentally. We got to come down, play our best game, hit some shots. They're going to hit some shots too, and if they go on a run, we can't, try and come back and run possession. We got to go runs back at them too.
Thanks for your time here, Mason. Appreciate it. Congratulations. Good game, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, we got Will Luger joining us here. Will Luger in the game. Team high 20 points for the Cherokee Braves. And, Will, I think I can't remember if it was first 4 or 6 points. You just had a dunk-a-thon to start the game off. But more importantly, talk about how well this team is playing together right now.
Yeah, we were struggling at the beginning of the season to find our spark and everyone playing together, but these last couple of games, we're really figuring it out, and we're starting to have fun again.
Yeah, just talk about, how well you're playing together, just unselfish basketball. It seems like you guys are just really having fun out there.
Yep, practices, we're just getting closer as a team and as a family, and it's fun.
What do you know? More than likely it's going to be Whole Western Christian coming up here this next week. What do you think Coach is going to have you guys do in practice, and what can you do? It's just a mental game. Mentally, you have to go in strong.
Yep, we got to go in mentally thinking we can win the game. A lot of times they have us beat before they even get to our house, but we just got to go out there like we can.
Sounds great. Thanks for your time here, Will, and congratulations.
Thank you.
We're going to have Alex Cohn join us. Alex Cohn, sophomore that comes off the bench for the Cherokee Braves, and Alex getting more and more varsity time this season. Alex, tell us, what's this OABCIG team like? They're a pretty talented team, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, no, they're very talented. You got DeGene out there just doing everything possible.
What's it like, learning from this group of seniors right now? It's a good group of guys to learn from, and just nice to see Mason back out there. Talk about how well you guys are playing together right now.
Oh, we're playing amazing. The team chemistry just over the last few weeks has just been amazing. We're just combining and just living up as a team.
Exactly right. And coming up here this next week, more than likely it's going to be Whole Western Christian. I asked the other guys, what's it like when you go out and you just look at Whole Western Christian, and it kind of looks like you're playing a college school.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a college school. They're recruiting everyone. But it's like you're going out there facing giants out there.
So what's the key? What can you guys do? What's Coach going to have you work on in practice? Maybe free throws?
Oh, yeah, definitely free throws.
All right, sounds good. We'd like to thank Alex Cohn for joining us here. Thanks, and good game, Alex. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, so think I might wrap up here unless Mike wants to come back and join me. But once again, the final score here, 67-47. And thanks to Mike Earl for helping out here, and Trayton on the Fuller Digital Solutions. Mike's making his way back over. Mike says, go ahead, take it. So, that'll end the game here. Thanks to Trayton and also Mike joining us here. Once again, final score, Braves win 67-47. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.